Peter Pan, Chapter 4, Changes in the Nursery. The children and Mrs. Darling were comfortable on Nana with packs and cuddles. Nana's stomach was upset from drinking Mr. Darling's medicine. It was only a joke, Mr. Darling said. It was clear that nobody had sympathy with him, and this upset him. All you care about is that dog. What about my feelings? He shouted. He said, the proper place for a dog is tied up in the yard. To prove the point, Mr. Darling dragged Nana from the nursery. He pulled her outside and chained her to the tree in the backyard. Suddenly ashamed, he sat down on the back steps. He knew he had made a mistake, but Mr. Darling could not give it up. He couldn't face his family and he had to admit he was wrong. So that night, Nana was left in the backyard, away from the nursery. Mr. Darling put the kids to bed. All they hear was Nana barking outside. John whimpered. Poor Nana, she sounds so unhappy. But Wendy was wiser. That is not Nana's unhappy bark. It's how she barks when she smells danger. Mrs. Darling checked the nursery window to make sure it was perfectly locked shut. Oh, how I wish I were going to a dinner party tonight, she thought to herself. She was worried about leaving the children in the nursery without Nana to watch them. She was worried the nightlight will keep you from harm, she told the children. She tucked each child into bed. She each sang a song. She kissed them good night on their eyelids, and with that she left the nursery. When Mr. and Mrs. Darling went out into the night, they didn't have far to go. The dinner party was at 27, a few yards away from the house. It had been snowing, and there was the only people in the street. The stars shone on the south white. The stars shone down on the south white covering of snow and on the cup. But as soon as the door of number 27 closed behind them, the stars, who were friends of Peter Pan, whispered, "Go now, Peter. Go now, Peter." Back in the nursery, Wendy, Charlie, and Michael had fallen asleep. A bright light darted from one dresser drawer to another. It was not really a light, though. When it rested for a moment, you could see it was a fairy, no larger than a hand. The first name was Tinkerbell. A perfect miniature figure, she was beautifully dressed in a tiny leaf. She had found a way into the nursery to look for Peter's shadow. Suddenly the window blew open and Peter flew into the nursery. Tinkerbell, he called softly, "Where are you?" He carried the fairy pot out the way from Neverland, and the fairy dust was still all over his hands. "Come and help me find my shadow," Peter said. A, a, a ring, the ring of a tiny bell answered him. This was a Tinkerbell's fairy language. When Tinkerbell explained that his shadow was in the chest, Peter grumbled through the drawers, spilling everything all over the floor. He made a terrible mess, but he didn't notice. He also didn't notice that he had accidentally locked Tinkerbell in one of the drawers. Finally, Peter found his shadow. He was delighted. But how could he attach it to himself again? Peter laid the shadow down on the floor and lay on it. But it wouldn't stick to his body. He tried to glue it to himself with soap from the bathroom. This didn't work either. Frustrated, Peter sat down and cried.